There's a dangerous illusion in America. It's called security. And it's killing more dreams than failure ever could. David believed in security. 32 years old. Small apartment outside Chicago. Mid-level office clerk. $55,000 a year. On paper, it looked stable. In reality, he was one missed paycheck away from collapse. Every morning he joined a river of exhausted faces flowing into downtown. Same train, same desk, same spreadsheet, same complaints. After taxes, rent, insurance, and student loans. He had nothing left, not $0. Worse, zero leverage. On weekends he scrolled social media, luxury cars, beach vacations, crypto wins, entrepreneurs retiring at 30. He felt cheated. The system is rigged. Inflation is crazy. If I had rich parents. Blame is comfortable. Ownership is not. Then one Monday morning, the illusion shattered. Company-wide meeting. AI integration. Restructuring. Automation. His job was no longer necessary. In one sentence, 10 years of security vanished. He checked his bank account. $1,200. That was it. $1,200 separating him from panic. That's when the truth hit him. He wasn't safe. He was dependent. And dependence is the most expensive lifestyle you can afford. In his building lived Marcus. Older, quiet, immigrant. No flashy cars. But calm. Dangerously calm. David knocked on his door. He expected sympathy. He expected networking tips, maybe a job lead. Instead, Marcus listened and said something David would never forget. The reason you lost your job is you. Silence. David felt the heat rise in his chest. Marcus continued. You chose comfort over value. You chose predictability over growth. You built a life around a paycheck instead of around skills. Then he said the line that changed everything. You are operating like a debtor, not an owner. Owners build assets. Debtors defend expenses. David had built nothing. He rented his time. He rented his lifestyle. He rented his confidence. Marcus introduced two ideas: ownership versus entitlement, and the 5 to 9 shift. Your 9 to 5 keeps you alive, Marcus said, but your 5 to 9 decides whether you ever become free. David hated hearing it, because it was true. He believed he deserved a better life simply because he followed the rules. College, job, bills paid on time. But the world doesn't reward compliance. It rewards value. Marcus made him do something brutal. Cancel the subscriptions. Sell the console. Sell the designer clothes. No more streaming. No more weekend drinking. No more, I deserve this. Comfort had to die. Distraction had to starve. Focus had to be fed. At first, it felt humiliating. His friends laughed. Bro, relax. You'll find another job. But Marcus told him, if you go back to what's comfortable, you'll go back to being replaceable. That word hit him. Replaceable. That's what AI proved. He wasn't valuable. He was convenient. And convenience is temporary. Marcus explained the high-value skill stack. One skill makes you employable. A stack makes you unstoppable. Data analytics, negotiation, project leadership, sales psychology. AI could process data, but it couldn't build trust. It couldn't negotiate nuance. It couldn't persuade humans. So David began, every night, 5 to 9. While others escaped reality, he built a new one. He studied analytics, practiced negotiation in the mirror, recorded himself pitching, applied to small startups, rejection after rejection, 30 emails, 40 emails, no response. Doubt crept in. He wanted to quit. He wanted comfort back. Marcus told him, failure is tuition. Pay it. So he refined, improved, adjusted, and then one small logistics startup replied. They had a messy data system, lost money, inefficiency everywhere. David offered a solution, not a resume, a solution. He worked harder on that contract than he ever worked in his old office, because now he owned the result. He saved them thousands. They told others. More contracts followed. David was no longer trading hours. He was solving problems. And solving expensive problems changes your life. Months passed. The 5 to 9 shift became identity. He wasn't trying. He was building. He paid off his student loans. Every dollar. Debt gone. But something more important disappeared too. Victimhood. 2 years later, the transformation was undeniable. No more resumes. No more begging for interviews. He was a consultant, process optimization specialist. Startups called him. His income tripled. But the real shift wasn't money. It was posture. He walked differently, spoke differently, thought differently. He no longer feared layoffs because he no longer depended on one source of survival. Security was no longer a company. It was competence. Looking back, losing his job was the best thing that ever happened to him because it destroyed the illusion. Standing in front of a mirror before giving a keynote speech, he said something simple. America doesn't owe you wealth. It offers you opportunity. The world doesn't care about your needs. It cares about your value. You can complain about the system, or you can learn how the system works. You can run the rat race, or build your own road. The comfort zone feels safe, but safety without growth is slow decay. Ownership is hard. Entitlement is easy. Discipline is lonely. Victimhood has company. Choose wisely. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If your paycheck disappeared tomorrow, would your skills protect you? Or would panic expose you? Stop demanding an easier life. Demand a stronger version of yourself. Time is the only currency you can't earn back. Stop spending it on distraction. Invest it in leverage. Live below your means so you can expand your future. Forgive your past. But don't repeat it. Surround yourself with people who challenge you. Not people who comfort your excuses. You are not stuck. You are undertrained. And training begins when comfort ends. If this story hit close to home, good. That means you're awake. Like this video if you're ready to build, not blame. Share it with someone who still believes a paycheck equals security. And subscribe to Ethan Spire Stories for more lessons that sharpen your mindset and force you to confront the truth. The only person coming to save you is the one in the mirror. Now the question is, will he build or will he blame?